Yeah, I did it once. It's me again. I dropped Los Angeles for all you haters. I'm back with this fearless, you know what I'm saying? You cats in LA, some of y'all half-stepping, thinking y'all doing it better than me. You wanna be? Bring it to the plate. You know what? Let's go.
We out on the show, we doing what we do. One side red and the other side blue. Niggas ain't tripping, we out having fun. When you living in the city that sets with the sun. We out on the show, we doing what we do. One side red and the other side blue. Niggas ain't tripping, we out having fun. When you living in the city that sets with the sun.
What's up, folks? We back with West of the 110. Just coming back with another show for you called Should We Go Back to Basics? Shout out to everybody out there who had a very good weekend, who started their week off here on the West Coast wet. We got some rain going on. But like I say, man, today's show is Should We Go Back to Basics? And it's simple as that. Should we go back to basics? One thing I want to start off with is with the school districts. Now, it's been said that they're going to implement bringing back where they have to cook fresh meals, like meals from scratch. No more of this prepackaged processed stuff. A lot of people say that stuff was healthier for students because it was prepackaged, cooked the day of, packed and sent to the schools. But a lot of that stuff is still processed. So LAUSD, the governor of California, Governor Gavin Newsom, he signed an executive order, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, or put an order in play to where by 2030, all schools will have to go back to cooking food for the students, which is a good thing. Some people don't think that's a good thing, but I tell you, it's a good thing for the simple fact of a lot of people are going to school hungry and looking for a meal. A lot of kids, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody's in the same situation. You got a lot of parents that are living check to check. You got a lot of parents who are struggling. You got some people who send their kids to school just for that meal, because a lot of parents can't provide that meal. And so you got a lot of kids getting to school and they're getting stuff that they probably aren't eating or don't want. So they just throw it away. And in a sense, they're like throwing away money. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of crazy because we talk about the homelessness situation here in America. Well, I want to say I'm going to speak for where I'm at in California. We know LA area, the Skid Row area is serious. So I think this is a good measure by LAUSD. You know what I'm saying? You got so many people out there looking for meals, and then you have so many students throwing away food. Not just students, like some staffs have certain things that certain schools provide to the teachers where they can purchase and maybe free fruits and stuff like that. But a lot of that stuff, it doesn't get utilized. So a lot of that stuff gets thrown away. So should we go back to basics on that? I think that's something we should do. Going back to basics on having people come back into the school, cook those meals. I mean, back in the day, maybe some people who are older than I am, but how many people had that cafeteria lady? You know what I mean? Like I knew a cafeteria lady when I was in junior high school. I went to John Muir Middle School in LA, and we had a cafeteria lady named Miss McBride. I mean, I know my partner Sergio know Miss McBride. Miss McBride would make this, I don't know what it was, but it was like some kind of gravy with rice, meat, some, gravy with rice, with meat in it. You know what I'm saying? Give you some mashed potatoes, a little cornbread. I mean, I remember that. Miss McBride, she had that good meal for us on Friday. So get back to that cafeteria lady. I know some of y'all remember, especially some of the older folks that may be listening, that was in school, that they had that person would fix that meal for them. And I tell you like this, for some people who don't think it's a benefit for cooking fresh meals at the schools nowadays, it really is. And I'm gonna run this by you. It's a lot of kids who wake up who probably didn't get a good meal at night. You know what I'm saying? Some didn't get a good meal at night, so some look to go to school the next day for that meal. And I say that to say this, me personally, I know this. I've worked in multiple school districts, different positions, and I see the food that goes to waste. I've been a plant supervisor over custodians in multiple districts. So I know the inside and out of some of these schools and how they ran. And what's a shocker to a lot of people is, I mean, I'm not throwing nobody under the bus, but You know what I'm saying? Like you got to pay attention to your hiring procedures nowadays. In a lot of companies, major companies, they've eliminated a lot of things that some jobs still, implement, like DOT jobs. You can't get any DOT job without a drug test. And I say that to say this: some city jobs, some county jobs, some school district jobs, you don't have to get a drug test. Now, that's on a classified level. I'm not sure about the certified level, but I do know on a classified level, you do have some people working around people that they didn't have to go through a drug screening. And what does that mean? Doesn't mean anything really. I mean, it's up to your discretion, but I think some people will feel safer knowing that people who are around their kids have been fully screened for everything. Just me saying, not saying that there's any allegations or anything that I know personally have heard of, but just saying in general. So let's do that, man. We should go back to basics on that, man. Like real talk, man. It's a lot of stuff that we generally should go back to basics on. Some people, I don't know, man. Some people they just, how do I say it? Some people just stuck on stupid. Put it to you like that. They just stuck on stupid. What do you think about that? Yeah. Yeah. Um, People need to snap back into reality, man. But like I say, man, this is one thing I want to also say too, man. Like a lot of people are, how should I say, they are more focused on the political stuff nowadays, being that the president we have. And when I say, should we go back to basics? Some people say that what the rules that he's implementing or trying to enforce are already on the book. So it's just going back to basic enforcing the rules. That's what a lot of people are saying. Some people aren't. Something interesting while we're speaking about that, President Trump has agreed to sit down and talk with the newly elected New York mayor. Not for sure of his, not sure of how to pronounce his name fully. But President Trump has agreed to sit down and have a discussion and conversation with him and say they'll work something out. The newly elected New York mayor. We need to do something, man, because at the end of the day, we should go back to basics on a lot of stuff. A lot of people would really like for us to go back to basics. Basically, some things like that happened like in the 40s and 50s, you know what I'm saying, where there was more tight-knit community, more unity, more people helping out, more people looking out for each other. I mean, it's literally now. I mean, you can have somebody on a corner burning, literally on fire. And somebody will be walking right by that person and wouldn't even pour a sip of their beer on that person to put them out. So when people say stuff like that, that's not just a figure of speech. That's saying that literally, like for real. So that's something people got to watch out and pay attention to. Also yourselves, man. Some people don't want to realize that they are the messed up ones in the situation. I'm gonna say that again. Some people don't want to realize that they are the messed up ones in a situation, and they should go back to basics. Go back to your normal morale. Go back to what you were taught. You know what I'm saying? Go back to that. You know what I mean? Because 9 times out of 10, a lot of people are doing stuff out of ordinary that they see other people doing. And just because you see a million people doing it, don't mean it's right. You heard that? I'm gonna say that again. Just because you see a million people doing it, don't mean that it's right. You don't have to follow suit. You don't have to be a follower. It's okay to be your own person. And also, you don't, I'm gonna say this again, because some people don't want to believe this. You don't have to, and not knocking anybody who has, but in LA, you still have a lot of people who feel like you gotta do some time to become a real man. I don't know. That ain't how I was brought up. What's up, my boy? Street Draft Media President. Yo, what's the word?
What's going on, 100P? What's the word? What's the word?
Shit, man. Nothing much, man. Sitting here, just sitting here chilling, man. Show us, should we go back to basics? You know what I'm saying? Just saying we should go back to basics on certain things, simple things. One thing I was stating earlier was school districts in LA, which I think other schools are going to follow suit, like Massachusetts, Boston area is doing. They went back to cooking meals for the students. They don't have this processed pre-packaged. It's like fresh chicken. They had some brown stew chicken, like plantain and some veggies inside. It was all cooked fresh, and the students were loving it. What you think about that for kids at schools?
Yeah, man. I think that's a good idea, man. To go back to cook meals for the kids. I mean, they deserved it. They deserve it. Especially when you look at other countries, and their school and cafeteria foods are way better than what we get out here in the U.S. Them kids actually eat, pretty good, pretty healthy. They don't eat a lot of processed foods in, certain countries. If you compare, what our kids have to eat in school to, I couldn't name a country off the top of my head, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, you know, with all the information that we have nowadays in 2025, I mean, I think it's good to, go ahead, let the kids eat, let them eat some home cooked meals at lunch. I mean, it's a million chefs in America. You know what I'm saying? They could spare some to go cook for these kids, man.
And that's true, man. And one thing about that is, you're 100% right, man. A lot of people also don't seem to know that this is going to bring a lot of new jobs back to the school district because you got to have a kitchen staff again. You don't need just three people to be there to open the packages and put them on a tray. You got to have people there cooking, slicing veggies and doing all this stuff. So I mean, you know what? And now that I think about it, like, is this going to hurt some people? Because I want to say, and not throwing anybody under the bus, not being sexist or anything, but when you scour online, a lot of the women nowadays who between 20 and 35 really not cooking like that. So jobs like that, who are they going to be predominantly male employee? Because you got a lot of male chefs nowadays. I think, if I'm not mistaken, some blogs have said that male chefs are the better chefs in the world today.
Yeah. I mean, that's true too. Yeah. I mean, actually, that's true. That's true. That's a lot of truth to that, man. Um, especially when you look at like the Gordon Ramsays and you know those type of chefs in the world who are big time chefs. Predominantly they are men.
Yeah, you're right, man. And like I say, nothing against women at all. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those men learn how to cook from their mothers, which a woman. So it's not nothing against women. Um, but that's right. And to go back what you were saying, like, yeah, America is probably the number one country. I won't say only, but I'm pretty sure the number one country with obesity. We're not like I want to say off top of the dome, Japan, China. They don't suffer from obesity like Americans.
Facts. Facts, because they're actually feeding their kids and their society, healthy food, that's not gonna, damage their body in the long run. Uh, fun fact, I mean, certain countries reject American food. They don't take it. Um, and it's a lot of certain companies and food that gets sold here in America that have to alter recipes when they're sold in these different countries because they don't want all of the added shit that they put into the food out here in the food. So they have to actually change up their recipe when they're, selling the food in other countries and stuff.
And that's true. That is true. And something that a lot of people didn't know that they probably did find out, because like I said earlier, a lot of people are getting involved in politics now, being more interested in it. So they are, understanding and reading up on more stuff. But as these tariff wars went on with President Trump and other countries, a lot of people found out that a lot of the stuff from other countries that was being brought in here for us to purchase, what I'm saying? Some, like, for example, like Canadian whiskey, not saying Canada and America, but you had some countries who their stuff was being sold here, but they wouldn't allow our stuff to be sold there because they know what it does to people.
Facts. That's true. That's true. I drink Canadian whiskey.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
So people got to really pay attention to that. What's up, Rose? What's the word?
What's the word, man? Just shit. Caught y'all on the back end. What y'all was talking about? You was talking about the how things are sold in other countries, or how it's sold. Not sold over there, but they sell they shit here.
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah. That's what Yogi was, Yogi was saying, like, which is true, that people don't realize a lot of stuff that's sold over here in America, you can't buy in other places. And a lot of these places who make most of their money from their stuff being sold in America, they don't even allow American products to be sold over in their country.
Yeah, it's facts. It's facts. Shit,
That,
even down to like tequila, Patron is, it's a product of Mexico, but you don't see like any Hennessy, cognacs. That shit come from France. You know, we don't see no good old Kentucky whiskey sold in their countries. I agree with that.
big fact.
And I agree with that. And you have this what the title, go back to the basics. You got to look at how they make the tequila and why they not accepting this alcohol from America. You know what I'm saying? You can go to where tequila originated and see how it's made. I believe, it's made from blue agave. That shit originates from a plant.
Yeah, the agave plant.
Yeah, yeah,
Right, right.
Agave, that's part of, like, if I'm not mistaken, you can correct me if I'm wrong, anybody. But if I'm not mistaken, agave is sort of something like the part of the cactus aloe vera family or something like that.
Yes, yes, yes. Correct,
yeah.
correct. Yeah.
Mescal is also made from that too. I don't know if y'all ever tasted mescal, but it's like a form of tequila, but it's not tequila. It's made the same way, but when they roast, the agave leaves and shit, it's roasted a little bit different. One of
Yeah.
my Mexican partners turned me on to that shit. That shit is fire.
Yeah, facts. Oh yeah, I'm about to try that out.
That shit
You
is
know,
fire.
Sure.
now go ahead.
And speaking since we on the tequila, like I mean, the alcohol, like when these tariffs, went into place from this administration, like it was a lot of people that from here that were suffering from their products being sold. Exactly what y'all was talking about. Like Canada pulled all the Jack Daniels and all the American made shit off the shelf. You know what I mean? And it was hurting local, producers, farmers, people that go out there with that corn and mash and shit and make that shit, and they factories, they were suffering, still
Yeah.
suffering. You know what I mean? So yeah, man.
Also the bars and stuff, because if they didn't have these types of alcohols available to sell, what the hell are people gonna buy?
Right, right.
Factuals.
String fella, what's going on, partner?
Russ, what up?
All right, all right.
One
How
down,
y'all
Russ.
doing? All right, how y'all doing tonight?
All good, all good. Hey, I got something for all y'all, man. I know it was confirmed, man. Heavyweight fight, Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua in December. What y'all
All
think?
right, here we go, man.
All that shit rigged up. Why you getting into it, man?
Yeah. We could dive into that. Go ahead, Russ. Go ahead, Russ. Pop it off.
Russ say everything rigged.
Shit, tell that shit rigged up. Come on. You know
I
Mike
mean,
Tyson
I
should have
agree.
whooped his ass.
I
So
agree with
shit,
Russ.
man, that shit. After I saw that, I lost all respect for all that crap, man.
I mean, I won't take nothing away from Jake Paul because he really does train, to box,
Yeah.
So I can't say he don't take it serious. But as far as him, I know what you're trying to say, Russ. You wouldn't have seen him fight no Evander Holyfield in '95.
Man, Mike Tyson would have whooped his
Hell
ass.
no. That nigga would have knocked all the
I mean,
Sonic
you
boys
can
out,
look.
boy.
I mean, if you look at the fight, Mike Tyson was pulling punches on that.
Man, that nigga was biting his glove, Russ. What are you
Because
Yes,
talking
that
about?
was
man.
in the
Come on.
contract. That was in the contract. That was already known before the
All
fight that
right
he
then.
couldn't.
So why am I supposed to take any fight that Jake Paul participates in seriously?
Well, we got to see what the contract states first. If it's an official 12-round fight where it's no BS, where it's a fight, then okay. But I'm gonna be real. If it's a fight like that, I'm still taking my chances with Jake Paul because Anthony Joshua got a glass jaw.
Say
I'm
knock the
not gonna
Sonic
even
boys
put
out that nigga
myself in it.
chin, huh, P?
Hey, Anthony, Anthony Joshua just lost a fight. Oh, he lost a fight to Daniel DeBoy.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know who that nigga is, man. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, see, like I
Yeah,
tell a
me
lot of
either.
people, I mean, Daniel DeBose, he was a now. This is crazy. Daniel DeBose was a champ. He got into a fight with somebody, and he got a lot of criticism because I think in the later round, eighth round, he ended up quitting the fight. You know, like he wasn't hurt or nothing, and I guess he just said he knew he wasn't in shape for that fight. And he was gonna get his ass kicked. So he quit the fight, caught a lot of criticism. He got a fight after that where he beat a guy and, he got his name back because he went the whole distance and won. Okay, Joshua gave him a chance. They're both from England, if I'm not mistaken. Two black guys from England. And Dubois went in there and whooped his ass. Don't get me wrong. Dubois is a good fighter. They letting that one quit he had, dictate his career. No, but he was always a good fighter. So I mean, it's gonna be a good match, but Daniel Dubois did lose to the guy that beat Tyson Fury, that Olena somebody, the guy from Ukraine or something like that, the one that just beat
Yeah,
beat Tyson Fury.
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he just beat Daniel Dubois not too long ago. After Daniel Dubois won the title from Joshua, he lost it about, I want to say, 6 or 7 months later to the guy that beat Fury. But like I say, I'm gonna still take Jake Paul in that fight. I'm not saying I'm a Jake Paul fan, but I know Anthony Joshua, after he lost to Andy Ruiz, it seemed like he couldn't get back from that. And like, bro, you 6'4", 6'5", what, 240, all muscle, pretty decent fighter. You better get back into fighting and stop paying attention more to the entertainment side of it.
I know who I want to see, man. I want to see Pacquiao and Mayweather fight again.
I don't want to see them senior citizens fight.
Mayweather not gonna chance it.
Watch Mayweather dance around for another 12 rounds. No, that's all right.
Pacquiao
Damn,
is
why?
actually ranked right now. He's ranked in the if I'm not mistaken, in the top 5 in his weight class after that last win. And I want to say there's a vacant IB available in that division. So him and somebody might fight for that.
Damn, why they gotta be senior citizens though, bro? That you making them niggas sound like they old. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no. I don't mean old in life. That's just like we all know, 38, 39 in the NBA is like 80 on the streets to them.
Facts. I hear you.
But in boxing, somebody that's Mayweather's 50 years old or 49, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
How
Come
old
on,
is
man.
Mayweather?
That shit, Mayweather. Shit, what'd you say? I think Mayweather got he older than you, Russ. Shit.
I don't think so, but he might be
Well,
close to it though.
No, he like I think he like 46, ain't he? Something like that.
Right, that's why I say he might be close to it. Yeah.
I mean, that's good for boxing still. Don't get me wrong. That's not, I mean, like I say, if you can fight, you can fight. But at a competitive level, it'll be a pretty even match. But I wouldn't pay to see that shit, man. I would not go to Vegas to pay to see no Pacquiao Mayweather right now.
Hey, what you say, Russ? Tell them put some respect on your name, man.
Hey, what do you say, man? You better respect it.
Respect it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, matter of fact, a lot of people need to respect Russ' name. If y'all need an attorney, y'all check him out.
You're in traffic, you're at a red light, you get an unexpected ass kicking, road rage at its best. You need legal advice and action. Call us now, Stringfellow Taylor and Associates, 888-777-LEGAL.
What's the word, Don?
Hey, what's the word, my brother?
I know
Can't
you
say
happy
no
your
James.
Cowboys winning.
I reiterate, I'm not myopic, so I mean, come on, man. I know how they get out. They ain't gonna never win nothing with that dude. And that's saying even though Jimmy Johnson came out and said that he was a top tier quarterback, I think Jimmy Johnson done lost it. And I had a lot of respect for
What did he
Jimmy,
say?
but
For who? Jimmy
Jimmy
Johnson?
yeah, he said he was a top tier quarterback today. I said Jimmy Johnson done lost it. Dak is not a top.
Wait. Say that again.
I say Jimmy Johnson said today that Dak Prescott, Dakota, was a top tier quarterback. I said Jimmy Johnson done lost it.
Hey,
Obviously.
shit.
Ain't no motherfucking way.
That nigga
Ain't
say
no way.
shit. Yeah, he's smoking
E-
rocks. Jimmy, nigga, they need to.
Everybody is who they are.
Jimmy stuck in the '90s, nigga. He still think motherfucking Troy Aikman over there on the sideline and shit, man. Take
Yeah,
his
I
mic.
mean,
Let's take a look at his numbers from today. He 23, 30, 259 yards, 4 passing touchdowns.
That's just today though.
I mean,
look who he's
right.
playing against. He's
Hey,
playing
y'all,
against Steve Carroll. He's playing against Steve
hey,
Carroll.
and all you motherfuckers on here, watch your mouth,
Who they
nigga.
playing against, Rose?
What?
Who the Cowboys playing against, Rose?
Man, see, knock that
Steve,
shit off.
Steve Carroll.
Raiders!
That's that same shit I was telling Yogi earlier, man. Y'all niggas disrespectful, bro. Y'all wrong.
Hey,
Texas
man,
Nation.
you're not
Shout
wrong.
out to the Texans fans. Matter of fact, shout out to DJ Rocky B. You know what I'm saying? Texan Nation. You know, she had a cracking live early on TikTok, man. Y'all follow DJ Rocky B on TikTok.
I might have to get on your team too, 100P, because y'all barely beat the Titans by 3 points.
We had a backup quarterback.
I ain't no excuses, nigga. Keep the same.
No. That is. Hey, so what's worse? Tennessee had their quarterback, they had their defense, and they couldn't win against a backup quarterback.
Tennessee suck though.
Keep the same energy, P.
Tennessee got a good quarterback with nothing else on that offense to help that man. They still gonna get. They had the number 1 draft pick last year. They're gonna have a top 10 draft pick this year too, and they still ain't gonna pick.
It means nothing without a coach.
Well, see that I'm glad you brought that up. See, they had a good coach, Mike Vrabel, who is now leading the New England Patriots scratch free into the playoffs and possibly, a deep playoff run.
Well, I'll tell you one team that is finished, and that's the Kansas City Chiefs and sellout, Mr. Man.
I'm glad.
I mean, if the Chiefs scratch their way into a wild card or something, they'll still be the Chiefs in the playoffs. But the question,
do y'all see who's in the hunt for the AFC?
Yeah,
well, right now, Houston's the top runner in the hunt, followed by Kansas City and Baltimore. These 3 teams are in the hunt. These are 3 teams that nobody want to play in the wild card.
I'm gonna keep it.
3 teams that won't make it to the end.
I'm gonna keep it.
I'm pretty sure the Cowboys gonna do worse than the Texans this year.
Well, come on, man. We got to mess up on it.
The playoffs. The Cowboys ain't gonna sniff the playoffs this year. Not in the NFC.
True that.
And Davis Mills will start against the Bills this Thursday night. Texans have Thursday night football, so it's going. Right. I'll say this: Texans have the prettiest interesting games out of every team on NFL Sundays. If you pay attention to that game, it's always something interesting going on.
I'm gonna pay attention when they get eliminated from the playoffs. How about that? They're on the same boat as the Cowboys.
Yeah. Nah, I take that lie back because we got a better quarterback.
Hell yeah, ain't no Sunday over the Cowboys. Now that's disrespectful.
I would say
disrespectful.
That's disrespectful right there.
Hey,
I cannot associate myself with the Cowboys.
Yeah,
no.
nah. When Deke, when Buford T. Justice said there's nothing but steers and you know what else, he didn't say that about the South Texas.
The Jaguars.
The bottom line is, you know what? Hey, y'all can talk all that shit. The bottom line, that's the only debilitating person on our team, and he does harm to his team, and has been doing since he got rid of Jimmy.
It's coaching,
and everybody can see it.
If they allow him to do it, he's going to do it.
The NFC,
what you want?
The NFC East.
That'll never happen.
The NFC East right now is the weakest division in the NFC right now.
Who's number 1 in the NFC right now?
Whoa.
Number 1 in the NFC right now, it's a 2-way tie between the Rams and the Eagles.
The Rams.
Yeah, nigga, the
And
Rams.
don't forget Detroit is right on their ass.
And don't forget, New
Detroit,
England is
Detroit,
number one in the
wrong,
AFC.
Hey
wrong.
man, fuck
Detroit six
all
and
them
four.
motherfuckers.
If
Okay?
if if we going by record right now, then you got to give that next spot to the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears, the Seahawks, or the 49ers. Because the
Seahawks just got rolled up like a joint. They got rolled up
well,
like a blunt.
but the
They just
NFC
got
West
rolled up like a blunt.
in the NFC right now, the Rams 8-2, Seahawks 7-3. The 49ers are 7-4, with the exception of the Cardinals at 3-7. If you go look at the entire division, the next runner-up you got is the NFC North with the Bears, Packers, Lions, and the Vikings. All the rest of
And
the division.
they're gonna knock each other off. They're
But
gonna knock each other off.
if the playoffs started right now, majority of the NFC West is in the playoffs.
Yeah, well, they're gonna knock each other off. It always happens that way.
Hey, what could slip through with a wild card though? And the way it's looking, bro, it's like don't know. You know, Rams just beat the Seahawks for control of the NFC West. If the Eagles slip up a game or two, if the Eagles lose next week and the Rams win, you know the Rams is number one in the conference.
If my sister had a slong, she'd be my brother. It don't happen that way all the time, bro.
Who your team again?
Look.
My
Isn't he a
boys, the
Cowboys fan?
Cowboys.
Isn't he a
Yeah,
For sure.
Cowboys fan?
look, knock it off. Knock it off. Y'all 3-5. Y'all ain't man. Look, y'all won't smell a playoff seat this season.
But what people don't understand is they ain't listen to what we talk. Everybody know I'm not myopic. I know my team ain't gonna win, but everybody else is delusional thinking theirs gonna win. Let's be right now.
The Rams have more of a recent Super Bowl than the Cowboys have.
The Rams got a Super Bowl for one person and one person only. That was
Aaron Donald.
That's simple as that. They didn't have Donald, they wouldn't have shit. They wouldn't have shit.
We ain't got Aaron
That's
Donald
real
right
talk.
now. We ain't got Aaron Donald right now.
And
We
y'all ain't won since y'all had Aaron Donald, and you ain't gonna win.
Yeah.
That's boo-boo. He was boo-boo when he had Megatron, and he ain't got no
Megatron.
Oh, you must not be looking at Matthew Stafford's stats.
I'm looking at him, but I know him under pressure too. I know him under pressure.
He's 1,000 times better than y'all quarterback in the last 5 games.
That ain't saying much. Everybody know I ain't no that fan.
Matthew Stafford played football right there. When's the last game Matthew Stafford threw an interception? I'll wait.
2 games ago.
Bullshit.
2 games ago.
Bullshit. Look
back at it. Look back at it. He threw 2 games ago. That's Matt.
Look it up. Look up the stats. Since the last time Matthew Stafford threw an interception. Just pull up 2 games ago. Let's hear. I'll pull it up. Hold on. Give me a minute.
Hey, let me ask you this real quick, y'all, while Yogi pulling that up, man. What do y'all think real quick, jumping sports? You know, that whole NBA incident. I heard a few players speak about it on some recent events in the last few days, and a lot of them say they feel disgusted. You know, I won't say no names. Some said, man, if you making $9-10 million a year, like, what are you doing chasing this? What do y'all think about that?
Doing what? I mean, I'm not up on that.
Chasing what?
The NBA scandal. You know what Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier allegedly was
the gambling?
Some gambling or something. Yeah.
Side betting and the gambling.
Shit, just because they made $9-10 million a year, that don't mean they manage that money properly. Shit, you can go into debt with that.
I agree.
So shit, I mean, hell, the more money you make, the more you can fuck up.
I agree.
Hence, the program broke.
Yeah.
True that. How many guys done had hundreds of millions of dollars and end up in the poorhouse?
What'd you say? How many Cowboys lost millions and then got it back?
Hollywood Henderson.
One.
Hollywood Henderson. He smoked it off and got it back twice. He got it twice. He won the lotto twice.
Hey Don, tell that story real quick for people who may not know about Hollywood Henderson.
He was a bad boy. A bad boy. Running punch back. He was before Lawrence Taylor. Everybody knew he was a bad boy, but you know what? Started messing with that motherfucking coke and lost everything he had. And don't forget, before he did that, when he was in the Super Bowl against Terry Bradshaw, he told everybody Terry Bradshaw was so dumb he couldn't spell cat if you spotted him to see. So he's always been a character, flashy, lost everything he had, turned around, won the lotto, smoked it all. A couple years later, won the lotto again. And he learned his lesson. He's doing pretty good now.
And this is a true story, right?
Yeah, that's a fact.
So this also leads me to say this: a few other NFL players, some greats, have admitted to smoking rock cocaine during halftime. So you think he was a part of that clan?
Well, you talking about him? Hollywood was off in the late 70s, mid 70s. They didn't have crack then.
Oh, so he was
a snorter.
A snorter. Oh, he was on. Yeah, you had to, back in them days, like I say, nobody's encouraging drugs or anything like that. These are just facts, some shit you grew up with in the hood and seen. But you couldn't afford
he was
powder
like
back in the days.
He was like Al Pacino in Scarface.
And it makes sense now, which explains why he went broke. Because, like I say, the average Joe in the hood living, check to check in the 70s, he couldn't afford that.
Yeah.
You can come more updated to that, nigga. Michael Irvin, he done fucked around. Leon Lett, nigga. Lawrence Taylor, niggas
The
was
whole
hitting that
football team was a hot mess.
Them niggas was hitting that pookie. That's why if it wasn't no rules back then, nigga, you can crack a nigga with your helmet. They was hard in the motherfucker. They don't feel that shit.
Yeah, but LT didn't go broke.
Well, shit, LT didn't. I don't know, shit.
Man, that nigga was smoking that pookie, Russ.
He was, but he's one of those dudes. His stuff was coming in big time, though. His money was coming in big time.
He can afford
Mr. Charlie praised him.
I think LT kept a consistent income because of his popularity. What allowed him to keep going. Because
that's exactly what I said.
He's in politics now, though. Have you know? I mean, I don't know if y'all seen that last meeting Trump had some months ago where LT spoke and said I don't know what President Trump wants me to do here, but I'm here because they're good friends. So he's in the politics now.
Look. LT did not manage his money. Trump paid him, and he needed some money. So he said, "Let me come out here and speak for Trump."
Ironically speaking, on LT meeting with Donald Trump, Herschel Walker tried to pull that shit off a few years back too. I don't know if you remember.
Fool.
Yeah, he was in it. He was in it. Looking like
what he say? He was don't get me wrong, man. Great athlete, great MMA fighter. Even in his later ages, he still keeps in good shape from his 1,000 or 2,000 push-ups, sit-ups a day or something like that. But when he gave that speech, he said something like, "The reason America is strong because of the U.S. military, and the reason why we are America, some is because of the strength of the U.S. military." He said this on I don't get it. It wasn't those exact words. It was something to the narrative of that, and I was like, "What the fuck is he talking about?"
He sound like a motherfucking infomercial, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let me ask y'all, since we're on the presidents, we're gonna go around. You may have an opinion, you may not, but just pick one. Fuck it. Random.
Yeah.
Greatest president of all time of this country.
Never been one.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna rock with that answer. I don't know how. I mean, what? Yeah, I don't know if I could really name the greatest president we've ever had. I mean, president of the United States, like choosing the lesser of the two evils, man.
Yeah, I agree with Yogi. That's like saying you might as well tell the Black Americans to pick, and I'm gonna go with Trick Daddy. He said, "I'm not African American. I've never been to Africa. I'm a Black American." So the Black Americans need to choose which president have they been more beneficial under? Not which one is the best, because it ain't never been no good president for us.
Hell no. If we benefited, you best believe they benefited from it too. It wasn't purely altruistic. It was
Yeah,
Well, you
motivated
know,
by their own, selfish interest.
All right, look, I'm gonna
yeah.
you
rephrase.
know, if
Oh,
I
go
had to
ahead, Dom.
say,
My bad. Go ahead, brother Dom. My bad. My bad. Go ahead, champ.
no, go. If I had to mention one person that I think that was influential for the black community in the United States,
Right. Yeah.
he wasn't the president, but he was the brother of the president, and that would be Robert F. Kennedy.
Mm.
I
And
could
saying that is, I'm saying that because everybody say, John F. Kennedy, was the principal behind the civil rights, which is actually wrong because it was Robert that was going in the hood and seeing all the despair in the black community, and he convinced his brother to start looking at the black community, and hence that's why he got shot first. You
I was.
know,
Yeah.
Somebody said he was in the hood, licking that sweet black pussy.
No, that was Bill Clinton, bro.
and
That was
then
Bill. That was
and
Bill
then
Clinton, bro.
yeah, and then after that, naturally Robert won because they even said that they should kill Robert first. And when Robert ran, you see what happened to him. Shit, they didn't even give him a chance. They caught him right there downtown L.A. and lit him up. And it was a conspiracy because think about it. The Warren Commission said back then, which people believed anything, that there was the police walking behind him, alleged police. And Rosie Greer was his bodyguard. Everybody know how bad Rosie was. Rosie testified that Sirhan did get one shot towards Robert. He grabbed him quick, threw his hands in the air. I don't know if any of y'all seen it. And all 6
Mm-hmm.
bullets went in the air. But the
Mm-hmm.
Warren Commission said that the bullet went in the air, bounced off the ceiling, bounced on the wall that was 100 feet away, came back, hit the floor, and hit Robert Kennedy in the back of his skull, point blank with gunpowder residue on his skull. Now, people fell for that. But, I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, what you
You
say
know,
that?
Why wouldn't they?
What
Did
you
you
say
see the
that?
picture that NASA put up of them landing on the moon in the 60s and people believe that?
Yo,
yeah,
now
So,
y'all
yeah,
speaking.
yeah.
Y'all speaking on.
there's no moon landing.
Y'all speaking on that. Yogi touched this before on like an episode long time ago.
Well, if y'all want to talk about some fake shit, no.
Do y'all believe that shit happened? Did we go to the moon?
Well, if we have a firmament, which a lot of scientists and astronomers all have confirmed that we have, how can you get out of it? That's all I'm saying.
I think what I said about that is, yeah, we've been, but why haven't we been back?
Well, they said they can't get back because the technology they had in the 60s to get there, they lost it. Even though our
How,
technology is 30
What the
times
fuck?
better now, they
how
don't know
the
how to
fuck?
get back.
Nah, that don't
How
make
does
Man,
no
that make
sense, man.
sense?
they
How the fuck
landing
does that make
rovers
sense?
on Mars. They sink fucking shit have dropped down into Saturn and Neptune and all these other planets, bro. The moon is right there. So you mean to tell me you got the technology to send some shit to Mars?
Nah.
Potentially developing technology for motherfuckers to live in space. But you want me to believe you do not have the technology now to get to the moon right outside of your shit.
A place you went to before 60
Yeah,
years ago.
they probably have it. I mean, I'm pretty sure they
What you
have it,
mean
just like they
probably?
had, you know,
How do
they
you
Yeah,
have
but
get
it.
how much money?
technology?
How much money they gonna get from it though? For
That's
real,
what
for
that's what
real.
I'm telling you. How is it beneficial for them to market and advertise to everybody that we have access to there? It ain't like people gonna
Well,
be able to
well,
go there.
well. I mean, we got to think in the society that we in, the planet that we live on. Everything is based on power. So if America or China or Russia or whoever gets up there and establish, and colonize, you know what I'm saying? That's they there first.
Oh,
They got the
Hey,
law of the land. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what that's about. That's what the whole space race was about back then when Kennedy was, we're gonna put a man on the moon in 10 years or whoopty whoop. That was against Russia and us. It was who
Yeah.
could do it first. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Well,
about to be a
Yeah.
little back here in a second, y'all. But
All right.
before I do, because I know we moved on. But who asked me about Matthew Stafford interception and said
I
he
think that
threw
was
one?
Don.
Yeah.
Don. So you told me when he played the 49ers, he threw an interception.
No, I didn't.
You said 2 weeks ago. That was the game too. That
Yeah,
was the
yeah,
two.
but it was, yeah. It was something. I didn't say it was fact. It's
He
only
threw
because I
four.
know Matthew Stafford.
I
That's
mean, he
because
threw
of
four
Matthew Stafford.
touchdowns that game. No, I just want to put the facts out there. When he played the 49ers, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Would you like to try another week?
Hey,
No,
this
I
sound
don't want to find another week. I'll tell you what I will say. I will say this, and I can say this with a lot of confidence. He won't be in the bowl. That much I know.
this sound
You
like
said
that
like a
scene off
football.
of
Hey,
Menace.
that's the thing about Matthew Stafford. I don't think he's ever been on an All Pro team. I don't think he's
Yeah.
ever been selected on an All Pro team.
Hey Don, listen, this
Yeah,
sound
I
like
think
that.
he's
It
been-
sound like that motherfucking scene on Minister Society. You know you done fucked up, right?
No, you didn't fuck that. No. I just wanted to put out the facts because I know we moved on. I just wanted to reiterate on that. I know it looked like you might have lost connection, but Kim fucked up two
No,
weeks
don't
ago.
run, Don. Get your
You know,
ass
he,
back up.
told-
Don't
he
run.
told me, he told me 2 weeks ago, my nigga Honey P, I feel like my nigga Honey P tried to save him a little bit. We moved on, but I'm just saying.
Oh
My
shit.
bad.
Uh-oh.
My bad.
Uh-oh.
Uh
two
oh.
weeks
My
ago, he
bad.
did not throw an interception.
I
Hey,
agree.
that,
I agree. But you know what? This is a fact. I can tell you this right now. I know this all right, unequivocally. He will not be in the Super Bowl. He don't have Donald to get 2 back-to-back sacks to end the game no more. He ain't got that no more. He gonna have to do it on his own, and it ain't gonna happen. He
I
never did
think
it before Donald.
Well, you can't
He'll
say he
never do
won't
it
make it.
after Donald.
the
If he
football
make it, he won't
that
have that person to bail him out.
they could possibly make the play. They could possibly make the Super Bowl, bro. The way they playing right now, if they continue it into the playoffs, because you know how the NFL work. Sometimes you can go whatever and have a fucking great season record and get in the playoffs, and sometimes that shit don't carry over. But the Rams could potentially make a deep playoff run this year. I mean, I always say the NFC is a way tougher
hey,
conference
bro.
than the AFC.
Respectfully, don't be biased, nigga, to this shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
I
not. No,
know,
that's just being the truth. Look at
I
the
know
record.
that's your team. I
I,
know
I,
that's your
I've said
team,
this out
but
the gate, bro.
they can get smacked too, bro. That's your
No,
team.
factual. They could lose. It's any given Sunday. All I'm saying is the NFC is a way better conference this year than the AFC. It's a lot more better teams in the NFC than there is in the AFC. Because I can tell you right now, if we're talking AFC, you can predict who's going to be in the conference championship right now, week 11. You can say, okay, it's potentially going to be out of these 3 to 4 teams who are going to reach that spot. With the NFC, it's a lot more questions. You have a lot more, there's a lot more teams capable of going all the way in the NFC right now.
Well, it's like 5, 6 games left in the season, basically, something like that.
That's what they were saying.
But
This
a
boy
lot of
can't
shit can
coach.
change in 5 or 6 games. You feel me?
Yeah. Playoff time was January, so
You
I
got teams
say
who were like the Chiefs, for instance. They 5-5. They went out the rest of the season. They end on 10-5, possibly slide into a wild card slot.
17 games, right?
Now somebody got to deal with the Chiefs.
it's 16. It's 16 games.
16 or 17 games. They
Yeah.
added them.
17.
Yeah,
Well,
17.
17.
Yeah,
Yeah.
17.
17.
Yeah,
17 games.
right. 'Cause I was gonna say they extended the season to 18 games, right?
Yep.
But that's dangerous. You get the Chiefs in a wild card situation, it's like the season just began again. You know what I'm saying? That's dangerous.
Well, that's gonna happen because you got to look at their schedule. But even if they lose a game, still, we've seen the Chiefs slide into a wild card spot and make the Super Bowl.
Let me
But that's
ask
when they
y'all.
had a okay defense. They ain't got that no more. They got to depend
Fact.
solely on Mahomes.
Mm.
Solely on Mahomes.
Let me
Speaking of
ask y'all:
Mahomes,
is Aaron Rodgers out for the season? Didn't he get hurt? Something like
I
that.
think
Did
he
I?
had a wrist injury. I'm not too sure if he's out for the season. I know he has a wrist injury going on right now, though. I don't know if that was necessarily side. I mean, if I would assume majority of the rest of the season, if we not talking playoffs, uh, he gonna be out majority of the rest of the season. I don't know about the whole season. I mean, to be on the safe side, they might sitting down. I mean, they're gonna get in the playoffs. So I mean, that's a
Hey,
coach's decision at
look,
that.
real shit, real shit. Y'all think it's time for him to hang it up after this season, man?
Possibly, possibly. I mean, I think he's gonna have his last hoorah. He could probably play another season, maybe two.
Who y'all
I
talking about again?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
I
I mean,
mean,
it depends on what level you want to play.
With the Steelers, I think he could play another season, maybe two. I mean, he's playing pretty good this year, so I mean, it ain't like he's tanking. He ain't
They
Russell
need
Wilson.
they need a younger, more athletic quarterback because if they don't make the playoff this year, I think Tomlin may be gone.
Now, if it's one quarterback I say need to hang their cleats up is Russell fucking Wilson. Russell Wilson need to stick to executive producing that movie he got with his wife. He over there trying to direct movies. He ain't trying to play no fucking football. Get that nigga up out of here, man.
That
He
nigga
need to
say
retire.
no. He say he need to go
Put, it,
sit
put,
down.
it, put him on ESPN or NBC already. He done. Hang his cleats up, man.
For all intents purposes, old Pete Carroll went ahead and destroyed his career.
Facts, man. Well, with Russell Wilson, I just don't think he. Well, I agree with that. Saying that, I feel like after this his Seahawks era, he wasn't that same Russell Wilson no more. That was the best Russell Wilson you got was in Seattle.
True. Yeah, that's true.
And Pete Carroll, a lot of people say he's a good coach, but that's also the same motherfucker who didn't give Marshawn Lynch the ball in the fucking red zone and cost us them niggas the Super Bowl. They say, yeah, they got it,
Exactly.
but they
Same
should
thing
have
he
had
did when he was at SC.
SC
Same thing he
messed
did at
messed
SC.
him up,
Hold
then
on.
left to the pros.
Hold
my
on.
nigga.
Now I went to some of them USC games, bro. Reggie Bush, fucking
Lindell White.
Matt Leinart, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Lindell White.
Yeah.
Lindell White, nigga, that was the well-oiled machine at USC when Pete Carroll was out there on that field.
Who
He
who
just
who
didn't
was
know
the
how to
wide
manage them.
receiver?
He
Who
just
was the
didn't know
wide
how to manage
receiver?
them.
That was
Wasn't it
Hey, y'all keep
Texan
going.
Woods? Wasn't Woods the USC receiver when Bush was there?
he was Pete. I know you talking about he was. And to
Robert
Hey,
me,
y'all
I
Woods.
keep
think I
rocking
think
out,
that's
man.
the
Much love
best.
to everybody. Shout out Don, Russ, Honey P, Roosevelt, man. I
Yo,
gotta check out, man. I gotta go handle some shit for my clock expired, man. But y'all finish the episode. I'm gonna be in the comments, man.
for sure,
So
man. Land
man,
your
do your
plane,
thing.
bro. Peace, love, and hair grease, bro. Love.
Thanks, man. Street Drive Media
Oh,
Channel, the long way.
Like that.
for sure. For sure. Straight up, bro. Handle your business.
Like that. Yeah, I think Pete Carroll best time in coaching was when he was USC. You know what I mean? To me, that's just me.
Yeah.
I'm
Um,
with you. I'm with you.
and you know what, man? On another note, since we talk about football, I know we all seen that. We all know that Texas state trooper has been relieved of his duties from game day duties. He hasn't been relieved of his duties as an officer, but he's been relieved of his duties as going on game day. And some people be like, okay, whatever, he still got a job. Yeah, he got to work now. So that game day was you get to sit down and chill, you know what I'm saying, and watch the game. Now you can't. What y'all think about that incident?
Yeah, he just a bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? He just a bitch ass nigga. Like that nigga should have been fired, bro. That was intentional. I know. I don't. Y'all seen it. He bumped into that dude, and then the disrespectful part was he turned around and pointed at him and like scolded him out. This man coming out the fucking locker room, getting ready for the game, nigga. You supposed to be out the way. Why you walking in the middle of the team coming out to the field, bro? You supposed to be on the side of them, making sure you security. You feel me? That was some bullshit. And Russ, love you, big bro. But that's how y'all getting down out there in Texas, dog.
Oh shit. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, it will go down in Texas now. Shit. That's not that uncommon of behavior, but you got
No,
them
it's
white
not.
boy. Shit,
That
got
was
that
some
white
Texas.
boy out there. He in the middle of that tunnel. He feeling himself. He
Why
felt like
wasn't he
nobody
standing on the
should touch
wall?
him.
They coming out introduced like fresh into the game, fresh out the locker room,
Oh yeah, I
onto the
mean, don't get me
field.
wrong. He shouldn't have been there. He should
Right,
not have been there.
right.
But shit,
Who dropped that
security,
ball?
huh?
Who dropped that ball? You know what I'm saying? Like, why the
Oh, I
fuck
mean,
was
that's
he
just
out
the
there?
way the security set up, and like I say, he just felt like he probably works that game, every Saturday, and so he probably have a certain level of comfortability there. So he thinking like he own this shit.
He one of them tobacco chewing motherfuckers, man. He looked like that. Nigger, get out there on the field. Why the fuck you know what I mean?
Don't you
And then he
swallow the
probably a
tobacco,
Texas.
huh?
Look,
Doing
he
that
is
goddamn
probably a
tobacco.
Texas
Nigger, if
guy.
you don't get out my face.
Look, he's a Texas guy. And that was in South Carolina side, so he may have been doing a little intimidation over there.
If he would have hurt that boy would have got like some kind of contusion from him hitting that boy. That'd have been ugly. That'd have been ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. But like I say, that Texas State trooper, that I said this earlier, that trooper's police department, that one that he's a part of, if I'm not mistaken, but they have a suit that was okay to go to trial, for the people filing the suit to file against that department in November of last year, which that case is still active. Three officers, current and former black officers for that trooper's department have filed a lawsuit last year that department has a long time history of racial discrimination. So when I read about that, and that officer allegedly works for that, trooper's office or department, I can see why racial discrimination. It makes sense now.
Oh,
It's the DPS. I mean, shit, that's not, it's the Texas Department of Public Safety. It's the majority of their officers are white. Those are the ones who be out on the highway in the middle of nowhere.
that's true.
So they mostly white boys.
Yeah. You hardly see any brothers out there as troopers. Maybe it's
Yeah,
cops or something like that, but not no troopers. I agree.
yeah. Troopers be
Let
out
me
in the
let
middle
me
of
let me
nowhere.
see if you guys heard this today, which I don't know. I can't sit up and say I know what state it was. I just heard it offhand on the news that the police got into it with the ICE agents for busting somebody up, and the police ended up busting up and arresting the ICE agent. You guys heard about that today?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, what wasn't he like an undercover or something like that?
Um,
Or he was off duty or something like I remember hearing something like he was off duty and the ICE agents, whatever, and he ended up, getting
yeah,
him
yeah,
saying turning up on him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
fuck, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. I wonder what's gonna happen out of that. Because you talking about local law enforcement trying to deal with feds, and feds supersede local law enforcement. So I wonder how that's gonna turn out.
That's
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna go too far. To tell you the truth.
yeah, I agree. I agree,
What
bro.
I don't
what
think
him
it's going too far.
what further discipline or something like that?
Prosecution, any of that.
Punishment, yeah, prosecution, punishment, none of that. That shit ain't finna go too far.
No, I don't. Well, you know what? I don't think so. But then again, it may
If he put,
because they need to make an example out of people.
cause that ICE guy, he whooped up on homeboy pretty good. The police got there and they was like, you know what? About time for you to get whooped up on.
But look, was the
And
ICE
arrest
agent
and
a
arrested
federal
him.
agent?
And arrested him.
So it's a federal agent.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
what I'm saying. I know the feds supersede local. I know that.
They
Well, a
gonna
lot
So
of
they
what?
gonna they gonna
They
back
gonna?
him. Sure, you know that, like you say, the feds gonna back him up. They're gonna stand on business. They're gonna find some kind of way to
But
just.
Russ, how are they gonna? How they gonna try that? I mean, can they try it federally in
I
the
mean, I
federal
don't
court,
think
or are they
it'll
gonna
actually
take it
make it to a
to a?
trial. Honestly, I
Huh?
don't think it'll. I don't think it'll get that far.
Dismissed. I think it's gonna be a
You're right.
dismissed.
They gonna find a way to get that shit out the system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That shit gonna get
yeah.
curved out. Cause I mean, you gonna allow a state officer to arrest a federal agent in this administration?
Well,
Mm-hmm.
hey,
Yeah.
look at
Uh,
California. Look at some of the measures that they've been taking, through the local passings of laws here, where they said, officers have to be unmasked. Talking about they can't hide their face, but they tend to forget these are federal officers. They don't have to
that's what I'm
abide by
saying.
your
That's so
state
it
law.
don't apply, right? It don't apply. So that's why I'm like, I don't think that it'll got much teeth. To tell you the truth.
Now, hey, Russ, let me ask you this question. You being an attorney, uh, this is a situation that happened here in California. Altercation happened. Older lady, El Salvadorian lady, we found out was illegal. This was from the word of the police department that showed up. I guess there was altercation. This lady pulls a machete out on somebody. They call the police. Police comes, picks up the woman, takes her in, but she was back home later. And the police said, well, she's undocumented. There isn't too much we can do. What do you think about something like that?
What? Because she was undocumented. I mean, what? They didn't charge her.
Well, you can't process anybody and do things if they're not in the system. You know what I'm saying? They don't have an ID, no social security. You don't know who they are.
Mm.
Shit, that don't sound right to me.
I mean, but honestly, P, they do it every day because it's, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Right.
because police officers, well, I think until now, but 6 months ago they weren't allowed to have access to like that database for illegal immigration or something like that. But I think now they're required to ask them for their status when they're pulling over on the stop or something. You can ask them for their status. I don't think you have to, but you can ask them if you feel aware of some suspicion, like, are you here legally or illegally, or where are you from? You can ask them that. And it's up to the officer's discretion. If I'm not mistaken, they can proceed and take further action if they feel like they want to contact DHS or call the supervisor or something. They can do that. But for the most part, a lot of LAPD officers and sheriffs, they don't entwine with that because that's not their job. They say immigration is not their job, crime and all this other stuff. But I'm saying, like, well, okay, you got somebody here committing a crime, shooting at somebody, and you find that they're not supposed to be here. Maybe they from Switzerland or something like that, here illegally. And what are you gonna do? They don't get prosecuted because they're not in your system database to where you
I
can,
mean, that don't make sense to me. Because I know here you don't have to be in the system. You commit a crime, your ass finna go to jail.
it's up to the officers though. See, these officers out here, in LA, not saying all LAPD officers, not saying sheriffs, just officers in, you got so many 45 different, police departments in LA County. But a lot of them,
A
they
lot
don't
of them
want to.
Latino. A lot of
Yeah, a
them
lot of
Latino.
people don't want to speak about that, and go back to what people said too. Why is it like you said, Russ? Why is the DPS a lot of white boys on the highway? Because I'm gonna tell you the main part. A lot of blacks and Hispanics are not going to be cops because they cannot get through the 6 months training. They will not be able to run no 5 miles a day for 6 months.
Why? It
So
ain't that damn difficult. Shit.
it's really not. It's really not. You run it at a
I mean,
group.
I
You run
think
it
you
with.
selling them short. I mean, it really, I don't think overall the police have a negative image in many communities of color. So we aren't naturally gravitating toward that. And then the environment itself is not really conducive to people of color. Like if you going into an environment where 80% or 90% of your colleagues are white, I mean, how do you think you gonna feel every day? So I don't think that I know damn well we have the athletic ability to do it. but I just don't think the careers are appealing to people of color right now.
Well, I mean, I won't say that. I think maybe it's just the fact of the time frame.
Mm. I'm just saying, to say we can't
I agree.
run
I agree.
5 or 6 miles, like really, why not? Hell, we the best athletes in the world.
I agree with that, P. I think it's more so that, let's be honest, man. Come on. Uh, Black people, we are looked at as distrustworthy. We got something up our sleeve. We up to something. You know what I mean? Like, so if you going down there trying to apply for that job, it's slim to few that actually get on the other side of that blue badge or that blue flag. Excuse me, but that badge, same shit.
Right.
It's very few. Um, I know y'all remember a couple of years ago. Um, it was a group of black cops that beat the shit out of this black dude.
For dating his ex girl or something.
Oh, you talking about in Tennessee?
I think that's where it was. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They
I
was
know
all,
we
Yeah,
talking about the cops in
we know
Tennessee. Yeah,
exactly who you talking about.
the Scorpion Squad.
they was all black,
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
they beat the
yeah.
shit out. So to me, it don't matter. Once you get on the other side of that badge and that flag, the color lines is out. But ironically, they still get discriminated against, but because they have a little bit more power, right? They can flex a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, they beat the shit out that boy, and I
I
ain't
remember
heard.
that.
they killed that boy. Shit.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And I think and what's so
Nichols. I
crazy
think
is
his name
because
is Nichols.
the other officers who helped, they came out and said that, yeah, I guess like you said, Rose, that thing where they say they were sticking with their brothers in blue, but they didn't know that the person they were attacking was the new boyfriend of his ex-girlfriends.
that sound a little personal. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, so I mean, that's the story I got from it. This is a story I heard allegedly. I'm gonna say that because I don't know if this is the main story, but from what I heard a while ago, is that he used to date this woman, and he found out that this is the new boyfriend, and I guess I'm not saying this is what he said, but just from my opinion, he probably told his partners that he cool with on the force, like, hey man, this bitch ass nigga, you know what I'm saying, blah blah. And they, oh, let's go get him.
This man got killed over some vagina, bro. That's what we saying.
Yeah.
Crazy,
Basically.
crazy.
Well, shit, we come from LA, man. How many dudes out here that got set up over pussy?
That's the sad part. That's what I'm saying. That's the sad part. Like, man. But you would think, you know, being, of law enforcement that they would have a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, control. You know what I mean? Like, as far as not going that far. Like, he let his emotions get into that. If this is true.
Well, you gotta look at the actions of some of these officers. Look at that guy who unalived the woman that had a boiling that boiling water or something like that. They just convicted him.
Yeah, they should have. I agree with that. He should have been convicted. You got a
Wait a
gun
minute, you
on you.
guys saying he should have been? Y'all didn't say that shit when that bitch threw those hot grease, them hot grits on Al Green, and he put a slug in her.
Yeah, that was crazy. Back in the day.
We're talking about law enforcement.
Yeah, yeah, that was some relationship shit. That nigga Al got so
Yeah, we talking about law enforcement, man.
yeah, he might have deserved that. I don't know. We wasn't there, but we speculate. I brought those some grits on you, nigga. You was up to something. You know?
Yeah.
Nobody said. Nobody said Al should go to jail.
Nigga, some hot grits though. He showed it.
Hey, I remember the funny story my uncle said, man. He said, look, if I'm not mistaken, the lady that threw the grits on him, they say, I want to say a week or two later, 2 weeks later, she was found. unalive. But I mean, they never found who did it. But I mean, hell, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to say shit. Once them grits cool off, you gonna look for who did it.
Hey, that nigga Al was
No,
in the
no, no,
hospital.
no, no, no. He lit her up right after that.
Hey, that nigga Al
He,
Green was in the
he lit
hospital
her up
healing
right there
up.
on the spot.
He was healing up like if I gave you my love, you know what I'm saying? Tell
Now,
you
people,
what
hey,
I do. That nigga was,
people,
you know what I'm
people don't
saying?
realize. Have y'all ever had grits on your finger when you cooking them? And it stick to your finger when you stirring it, and that little spot be burning. So just imagine half
Hey,
a pot of that shit on your back.
check this
Yep.
out. True story. I cannot make this up. I'm gonna tell y'all a true story, nigga. Me and my baby mama back in the day, nigga, like way back in the day, like 20 some years ago. We got into it. Fuck it, I'm sleeping on the couch. I wake up in the middle of the night, nigga. This bitch got a motherfucking pot of boiling water on the stove, nigga, finna fry me, nigga. And it wasn't even my fault. I cannot make that up, but yeah, I understand.
You know what? That real quick. You don't have to answer it. I mean, we've been on here for over an hour. You know what I'm saying? Monday Night Football. Gotta respect that. You ain't gonna cut into people's game. But what's the craziest? Have any one of y'all ever had a situation similar, not similar or close to crazy? Not no gritstone on you, but something to that narrative.
P, what the fuck you talking about? I got cut by my baby mama, nigga. She cut me with a knife, gave me some stitches, nigga.
I
That's
ain't
crazy.
know that.
This bitch tried to run me up. Excuse me, that's the mother of my children. I'm gonna be respectful. But she tried to run me over with a car and she cut me, nigga. That's crazy, crazy. That's the worst I experienced. I'm gonna land my plane. I don't know who else. I know Russ and Don got some stories. Them niggas from the 70s, nigga. I know.
Nigga, I ain't from the 70s, so you got me.
I know y'all niggas got some stories. I know y'all brothers got some stories, you
Niggas
know?
say from the 70s. Yeah, I was born in the 70s, but no, I mean,
Well,
really,
shit, the 80s, you had a curl back there, jury curl dripping something.
Russ
look,
Russ had
from
a
the
pair of
90s.
bell bottoms.
Look. I'm the 90s. I was a 90s kid. That's from our time, shit. The 90s.
Okay, so tell us what
But no,
happened.
I mean, honestly, hell, you got me beat. I ain't never got stabbed no shit by no broad hell. Never. I'm really sitting here trying to think. Shit.
Ain't never had a brawl when he run you over with a car, Russ?
Mm, I've had threats, but I ain't never had one actually go.
A broad ain't never took a brick through your driver's side window and no shit like that?
Hell, no,
Fuck all that. I mean, hey,
hell,
you know what? I
no.
tell people all the time, if you don't like drama, real men, if you don't like drama, you probably ain't gonna go through that because you're gonna avoid possibilities of women that you might go through that with.
True
I
that.
ain't never had
Well,
that
I
issue.
was young at the time, you know what I'm saying? So I,
Yeah.
the bullshit. I'm in love, the young bullshit. But I ended up, you see where I'm at now, P. I'm gonna leave it right. You know
Hey,
what I'm
hey,
saying?
hey, hey, what you say? Hey, Rose, hey, Don, Rose say I was young. She let me put that mushroom in that ring eye, and it went all bad for me.
Hey man, you know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
shit.
Hey, yo.
He didn't say no, did he?
Hey, listen, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Come on,
hey, hey,
man.
hey, 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 Rose, that's like an old cat we know from the South. That dude said, man, you know what, man? He said, I put that mushroom head in that tight ring eye, and that motherfucker just said, bah!
That brown starfish, man. That's what you talking about?
Man, I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about at first. I was like, what are you talking about, man? Then he told me. I said, oh, wow, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit! Damn
I'm
it!
gonna hit her with the Al Green. If I gave you my love, you know what I'm
Man, hey, you know what's so crazy though, man?
Oh,
Something that y'all
shit.
probably have all heard before. I just recently heard
Oh
this. I was
shit!
at the laundromat earlier, and I don't know this guy. He just felt comfortable talking, and he said, "Man, this. I just had to tell somebody. You're not the first person I told, but he was telling me about his relationship he just got out of. He said, "Man, she had nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, literally, she was staying with a with a mom, and it was 12 brothers and sisters." And he said she was like the fifth out of all of them. So he said, "Man, I took her from my house, gave her a better life. We've been married 4 years, and she ended up sleeping with some guy, man, and gave me chlamydia."
That's wild. That's the thing about it, man. You got to do your research. You got to do a background check.
Oh shit.
That
If
shit tripped me out when he said that shit.
if you're an older cat, you supposed to already know this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? This man, come
Well, I
on, man.
mean, see, that's the disconnect because I think that especially you see that a lot, and this is in a lot of man like some of my coworkers, black, Hispanic. Some of these dudes are 50, 60 years old, and their girlfriends is like in their 20s and shit. And I'd be like, man, I said y'all have nothing in common. Y'all from two different eras. This chick got like
They,
4 or 5 boyfriends, and you think she
What?
they,
loyal to
they,
you?
they,
Right.
yeah, they deserve what they get. You know what I'm saying?
Like, what can you do
Fools,
with that?
fools go. That's fools
What
go.
What can you do with that? Honestly, you in your 50s and you got a 20-year-old girlfriend. That's basically sexual.
Yeah, you're right.
She got you
Hey,
taking them gas station pills, trying to keep your shit rocked.
what you say?
Bricked up.
Got him on them
Real
rust
talk.
pills?
I don't know. I don't. Russ ain't said nothing to me about it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness.
Hey.
Russ, do we need to have a talk, Russ?
No, we good.
I don't give a fuck. He be stroking. That nigga say he on Clarence Carter, Russ
Hey,
String fella, String fella. Ooh shit, String fella.
man, hey, it's a video going around on Facebook right now that it's a I don't know, it could be a prank or not. I think it is, but it's still a pretty good video because we can relate to it. Well, some people can. This guy went to the movie theater looking for his daughter. His daughter's 18. She was on a date at the movie theater. There's nothing wrong with that with her boyfriend, but the boyfriend was 40 years old. So the dad looked like he was probably 2 or 3 years older than him. He said he pulled his daughter. Said, "Hell no, she's 18 years old." And the dude started running behind, not running, but like following him, like, "Nah, bro, I ain't having that. She's a grown woman." He like, "This my daughter. She 18. Get out of here."
Yo, bro, I got a 19-year-old daughter. If I see her in a movie theater, at a restaurant, at a bowling alley, I'm not gonna bullshit you, bro. And I say this in front of anybody, nigga. I'm knocking the Sonic coins out that nigga chin, bro. Why is you fucking with my her brain ain't fully, bro? For real.
Well, what if it's the younger woman who pressed him?
Well, then me and her need to have a talk. Either way, this shit ain't going down. It wrap this shit up now.
Now you know what? I agree with you. I got daughters too, man. Like, but that leads me to ask this question. Say for
How you gonna
instance,
stop it?
what was that, Russ?
Or how do you stop it?
No, well,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I was about to say. Like, how do you stop it? And I say for instance, if she was 18 and she lived on her own, I had her own little apartment, whatever. What is he gonna
Exactly. How
do?
do you stop it? Yeah, how do you stop that?
I mean, okay. So I may not be able to stop it like that, but what I will say is I will voice my opinion
Okay, you can do it. Yeah.
strongly. And
I
and
mean,
if she catch it, she catch it. If not, again, she is grown. But then I'm gonna question the morals of the nigga she fucking with.
and one if it's somebody say like, and this is
Yeah.
hypothetically, naturally, said somebody like Elon Musk, would you give him your blessings, or you be like, nah, you need to get away from this motherfucker?
Hell no, ain't no amount of money. It's the morals for me, bro. Like, okay, I get it, like young, all of that, but like, bro, if there are women your age that can, you know what I mean, fulfill whatever it is that you need. I feel like dudes like that go after the young girls, they know their mind ain't fully developed, right? So they feel like, oh, I can train them, teach them up, and this how she gonna be. I've seen it happen actually. Y'all may have seen it too.
Man, some of these 18-year-old broads probably more experienced than a 40-year-old broad. Shit, they might teach that 40-year-old man something.
Well,
I mean,
I respect you for that because I know most people. If you said something like, yeah, if it's somebody on the caliber of Elon Musk, they'd be like, oh well, that's just the way shit go. But you holding true to what you believe in, so
it's the moral,
But
for real.
I know most people would be like, oh well, she made that choice, and you know what, I'm gonna be fat.
Nah,
So I give you love
I
for that.
mean, it's still kind of disturbing. Honestly, I don't care because you still have some 18-year-old girls that are in 11th grade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like somebody could be dating this girl and you 40. I mean, which is kind of sick because you already know a 40-year-old man with an 18-year-old girl, he only got one thing in mind.
Her mind is
Yeah.
not fully developed. You're taking advantage of her, bro. Where's your morals at as a 40-year-old man? I mean, that's how I look at it. I could be wrong, but like it's
But that's something like I said. That's the reason I brought that particular situation in is because you see it every day, particularly in the entertainment industry. You know, you see those Art Kellys and people like that with them young women,
Hey,
and
Don. Hey,
their
Don, let me
parents
ask you
give them
this.
the
Let
bless,
me ask you
and
this,
their
Don,
parents
since you
give them.
said R. Kelly, real
Yeah, yeah.
quick.
But well, let me finish this.
Go ahead, go ahead,
And
go ahead.
you see those parents give them their blessings. You've seen it a million times,
They
so
should
that's
be in
why I
jail
brought it
too.
up. Huh?
They should be in jail too.
Well,
That's what
it's
you
not for
say.
me to
They
judge, but
should, but they not.
But
yeah,
all right, I put it to you like this: it's kind of
exactly.
crazy, and I'm gonna say this too to the black community. Black community kind of
Is it
harsh
right or
on.
is it wrong? I'm gonna say it's wrong, but I know how things go.
Yeah,
You know.
and that's why I say this: the black community can be harsh on their own, like R. Kelly and them. But look at some of the greats that they still glorify as the inventor. Elvis, how old was his wife? Huh?
Yeah, 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 yeah. You're right.
What's the other guy? That had a 13, 14-year-old wife. Chuck Berry called his name out.
What about
Jerry Lewis.
Epstein?
Jerry Lewis.
Yeah, Jerry
Oh, he
Lewis.
had a young wife too.
Jerry
Yeah,
I didn't
Lewis.
know about that. I didn't know about that.
and these are
I mean,
these are
it was
some.
common during that time.
Well, and that's my thing. Like, don't get me
It
wrong.
was
Like,
not.
I don't agree with it. I don't agree with. I mean, me personally, like, I wasn't born back then, so this is what I know. But it seemed disturbing to me because what's the difference between a 15-year-old girl back in the 50s and a 15-year-old girl back in 2025? They both
None,
15.
But the
none.
times were different.
it
Times ain't different. How many? Look, man, I'm not.
Shit, bullshit. You know damn well from back in the country in the
Oh
1920s
yeah,
or
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, well, as
Yeah,
1930s.
far as
yeah,
that,
yeah, 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 yeah,
This
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
this
yeah,
was
grandmama
a
yeah, yeah,
fucking
yeah.
different
that
time.
grandmama
A
was getting married
14-year-old
off.
girl was
Yeah,
good to
she was
go.
getting married
She
off.
was considered hell. They ready to get her out.
Yep.
yeah, because shit, hell, a lot of them had too many damn kids to take care of. That's
Well,
why.
I mean, it is what it is, but that's the
But
time. You know what
that's not a
I'm
reason.
It's
saying?
not.
Look, you try to put today's standard uh, on the past. You can't apply today's standard on the
No,
past.
you can't apply the standards, but I'm saying the numbers. What's the difference between a 15-year-old girl in 1950 and a 15-year-old girl in 2025?
Probably a whole lot, tell you the truth. They grew up in a different city a whole lot faster. They wasn't probably sitting there playing on the screen all day or talking on the telephone. They worked.
They
They
were doing
taught
their
them
chores.
skills. Yeah,
They were
right.
doing
They
their
taught them
chores.
skills and shit. They were preparing them to be somebody's wife.
I mean,
Right.
you 100% right about that. But I do want to say this too: there was more percentage of women back then being prepared to be housewives and all that stuff. But people tend to forget there still was
A
nice
child.
percentage of hoes back then too.
I mean, it's always gonna be hoes.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yo,
People tend to forget that. Yeah.
yo,
What about
I
the
don't know.
15 to 16% of hoes back then?
Have you
Where
guys ever heard the song? I forget who the lady is, but she was talking that sass about her pussy, and you know what I'm saying. When Wooty Whoop come over
Oh
at
yeah,
night,
I heard that song. That old 1920 shit you
you know
talking
what I'm
about?
talking about. You heard that
Yeah.
shit? I'm like, nigga,
He got a great day.
yeah,
Yeah.
like damn, they was really talking about that shit, but and that right there was considered, you know what I mean? That was outside of the box.
Right.
So now you get like the sexy reds, like, can y'all be mad at Lil Kim and Sexy Red and Cardi and them? I mean, that shit was
Well,
happening back in the 20s. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
I mean, not even Cardi. Look at somebody like Kaya. Shout out to Kaya from Florida. I have much respect for Kaya. I always was a fan of her music. That the chick that came Wang with it.
Uh,
Um, but a lot of people said she was dirty for that song "My Neck, My Back." But like you said, look at Sexy Red. She talking about bareback and strangers.
nigga, she said her cat pink and her backside brown, nigga.
Like if your booty hole is brown, that mean you ain't wiping your ass.
No,
Oh boy.
this boy, wow. No comment.
Oh.
Hit him with the Al Green. If I gave you my love, you know what I'm saying? I'm on that all the yeah.
That, but you know
Funny.
what, man? Like real quick, I wanted to touch up before we get out of here, man. Shout out to that verses that went down. I know we spoke on this, but still shout out again. People still talking about it. The no limit cash money versus. I wish they could have a part two, and I think this part one showed how big it could be and possibly be. Um, so more people will show up, like the Lil Wayne, maybe Mac 10. Um, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But what did y'all think if y'all saw that versus, man? Me personally, it was a it was a good show for Louisiana, showed off the talent that was going on back in the day. But I want to say, me personally, do I think it was a hands down victory for either one? No. But I do think maybe No Limit won 10-9.
I didn't see it. So,
Yo, man, it was for the culture. I love it. And the marketing side of me is thinking like, okay, why not turn it into a tour? They can all still eat off of that. So why not? No limit cash money tour. They'll pack arenas for sure. You know
Well,
what I mean?
because money's not really made off touring nowadays like it used to. The money's made off the streaming. And from what I know, ain't nobody. I mean, people are still streaming 90s, late 80s hits, but how many albums you think, for comparison, even though it's a hot song, say Masterpiece song, how you do that? Comparison to an NBA Young Boy song right now. Who's streaming more?
I mean, you got to go with the times. NBA YoungBoy for sure.
So I say that to say this. It's not marketable to have that tour, in my opinion, in a major capacity. Now, if you're gonna do a 10-city tour, I'm talking about the 10 big cities. You, of course, No Limit got to stop in the Bay, Richmond area, Frisco, Oakland, somewhere up there. Chicago, New York, Houston, Miami, the major cities. You can do that and make a lot of money. But I don't think some of these artists will be willing to do that because, shit, let's be real. Some of these guys are older than we are.
Yeah. No, I feel it. Touring, I forget what artist said, but he's like, man, touring is one of the hardest things that you can do as an artist because you're constantly on the move. If you got a family, you missing your family, even though you out there on the road, you got bitches, whatever, whatever. But it's a constant grind every day, and it take a toll on you. So I believe that, yeah.
It do. I
I
mean,
think they can get about 20 cities in.
no, they can. I believe they can sell out 20 cities, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying, let's be real. For these guys being shit, I think Birdman might be close to 60 or
50,
P2.
right.
You know,
And
um,
I don't think that they would actually participate in it too much like that because they don't get along. See,
yeah, they don't get along like that. See,
they don't.
they came together for that because everybody, like, if they would have brought if they would have brought the all new Cash Money, which would have been like, maybe, well, I don't think he with him, but Drake's, Jacquees, NBA Young Boy, the new Cash Money would have wiped these cats out.
Yeah, hands down, for sure. Hands down. Because
You know,
No Limit didn't grow a new generation.
Right.
The last young motherfuckers
Yeah,
Romeo. You know what I mean? It wasn't no new. And I always wonder like why P didn't continue that going. Like, discuss.
he went to movies. Remember, he
Yeah,
got into
yeah,
movies.
yeah. You're right.
So I mean, a lot of and I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people may think he don't have nothing moving, but like his movies are still selling. DVDs are still selling, whatever. So he get a residual off that. And I'm pretty sure P is a very smart businessman to set up residuals. Um, Shout out to Lil Flip, seeing him earlier,
Mm-hmm.
videoing somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Flip still out there doing his thing.
Let me ask y'all. All right, so Snoop went to No Limit. Do y'all think Cash Money signed Mac 10 just to like, oh, y'all get one from the what we got one too?
That's a good way to look at it.
yeah, maybe.
Can't really say that though because also Cash Money was affiliated with the game for a minute. He wasn't from Cash Money, but they was working with each other. You don't have to be from the same label. They I guess in their eye they have blood ties.
That was whack shit. Cash Money West. That was Birdman had like a subsidiary basically.
Yeah.
Cash Money West.
So that was that was something right there. But tell you the truth, man, you got a lot of talent in LA, man. Man, you got cats just like down south, just like up in the Bay. You got some cats going platinum in their city that probably ain't never been heard of in the next state. So it's a lot of music out there. It's a lot of artists out there. It's a lot of talent out there. A lot of good actors and actresses, poets. You know what I'm saying? Musicians still out there. And I'm always say this, man. You will probably never see the player that was better than Jordan because he couldn't make the grades.
I'm not trying to cut you guys off, but I want to ask y'all this one little question.
Mm.
Hey, what do you think? Do you think O.J. Simpson's kids, because obviously they did, they said they're gonna give Goldman $50 million, from their dad's estate. You think they should do that, or you think they should say, "Kiss my ass, that was my dad"?
Man,
Is the court gonna order this, or they gonna voluntarily give it?
Yeah, that's what they said.
No, what's happening?
It was a judgment against the Simpson estate back in the days. He's supposed to give him $50 million. Well, his
wasn't that
kids.
like over 10 years ago?
Oh, way over 10 years ago. That was in 95, I think.
Yeah, it was like 20.
Yeah.
30
And 94 to be precise. And they said that the day that they was gonna give the Goldman family $50 million.
Who is that?
I just want to know from each of you guys, do you think that they should? Or if it was you, if you was one of them, would you?
OJ kids just violent. No, I'm not. I probably wouldn't volunteer because hell, they ain't got $50 million.
Wait. OJ's kids are supposed to pay $50 million?
No, they want to give them part of the estate. I think the state is worth around $75 million.
Look, man, that's just like saying my daddy died and he didn't pay the light bill, so they coming after me to pay the motherfucking light bill. Hell no, kiss my ass.
They do that in LA though.
Kiss my ass. That was my daddy shit. He gone. I understand, fucked up situation, you know what I mean? Grieving and shit, but y'all can't hold me for that.
We gonna work out a settlement agreement. That's what we gonna do.
I mean, if push come to shove, it would be that, Russ. I would sit at the table, but y'all just demanding me $50 million. Hell no.
Because they gonna file a claim against the estate. So they gonna fuck it up. You know what I'm saying?
But if it's in the trust, can they still get it, Russ?
Nope.
No, not if it was in the trust already, but I think if it's in a trust, well, why would they even go through a will? Shit. You don't need a will. Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
well, it's kind of crazy how
they said they're gonna give. They said they're gonna give it to him, so that's why I was like, "Damn it,"
Because they
I'd be
probably
like,
just don't want to deal with the shit. Tell you the truth, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you believe it or not. I mean, it's kind of funny to hear or hear from somebody like us who've been working our whole damn lives. But some of them people who've been rich, some of them want to feel how it is just to be normal.
I mean, maybe that's what it is. They pop's legacy. Like, fuck it, we gonna pay it, so we don't gotta hear about this shit no more. It could be that.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. If I don't have to, I'm not giving up shit.
For real.
Not a dime, because my dad did that shit. I didn't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have nothing to do with that.
You know what I'm saying? That hey, Don. That's just like say back in the day, if you was in 81 with a broad and she's found you had a son and said, look, your daddy didn't pay me that $25 back in 81, so now you gotta pay me.
Look like you out of luck.
Unbelievable.
You called tails and it came on heads.
You called tails and it came on heads.
Yep.
Well, hey, just something real quick that people should know. I don't know if it happened, but when I read up on it earlier, they said it was an hour later from when I read it. But yeah, go ahead. Trump had supposedly signed that bill to where you won't pay no more taxes on your overtime, social security, and like tips or something like that. Um, and I read a comment. Somebody said, "Shit, I wish he would have signed that 2 weeks ago when I made this 27 hours of OT."
Yeah, real shit.
So a lot of people, you got more money coming your way. As we know that the government shutdown is over, some people may wonder what does that consist of. Well, that doesn't mean that both sides bought in this, that they just came to agreement to keep the government open, if I'm not mistaken, till the end of January, which includes SNAP and other stuff like that, so they can stay so people can stay, eating, which I encourage everybody, if you are healthy and in shape, stop relying on SNAP. Get your ass out and go get a job. Um, Also, what that means too, a lot of places are about to start. LA has already started accepting volunteer positions for the Olympics coming up. They need volunteers. So major cities where you are, look online. I know they have it. I think Los Angeles, like LA Olympic 28. It might be the same in your city, like Houston Olympic 28 or Chicago Olympic 20, something like that.
Wait a minute,
If you want,
you said volunteer?
yes, a volunteer. Well, see, and
Volunteer for, you mean like volunteer like as in free?
yeah, what? I'm glad you. I know. No. I'm glad you said that. How many? How many people get to say they worked the Olympic before in their city?
How many people want to say how many people want to do it for free?
It's not totally free. I mean, you don't get compensated with cash, but you get
Oh,
interest,
they do
food.
feed you. Yeah, they feed
You,
you
you
and
get
stuff
you get
like
you get
that.
treated. You get treated. Like an employee should be treated. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
You're not gonna get a 30 boxes of pizza and then they put on the board say that you made us $30 million, but we're gonna give you these 30 boxes of pizza.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, just tell people something for history you can pass down to your kids 20 years from now, 30, 40 years now from your grandkids. Say, I was here at these games. You might get some pictures with an Olympian. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
You never know.
Never
You know what I'm
know.
saying? You never know. Shout out to USA, some of our runners, Shakari Richardson, our gymnasts. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the people out there that's competing coming up.
Is
The track
Shakari still
star.
beating up on her boyfriend?
And that's a crazy story. I don't know if it's true or not, but they said that when the police showed up, she played the role of allegedly played the role of basically she was the victim. And
Getting
when they seen the
arrested?
video, they put her in cuffs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, what do you
That's
think
some
about that?
funny shit.
What do you think about that, Russ, from an attorney standpoint? A situation like that, and also too, let me add this real quick. That situation, meaning that she told the police she was attacked when they saw the video show she was the aggressor. And secondly, something I seen earlier, this guy had been taking care of a baby for like 6 years, man. It was a white guy taking care of his kid with a woman. Come to find out that the baby wasn't his, and he said he already spent so much money doing this, $1 million on setting up this, that, and that, and it's like he really can't get it back because he's married to the woman and he put both of their names on it. What do you think about that?
Whoa.
Fucked up. But that's really what else can you
Hey,
really say? It's fucked up. Yeah.
hey, in the words of my big bro Milo, it sound like she's a cuck, nigga, cuck code, whatever you call that shit.
That bitch got your ass shit.
She got
You
Yeah,
know what
and
I'm saying?
it's
Shit. Damn.
crazy. It is crazy. Which I had this
He said he
conversation.
picked the wrong bitch.
What?
Yeah. That bitch
she's the
got you.
man eater. You know what I'm saying? No, look out, here she comes. You feel me?
And it's sad that a lot of that is done just for money. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's true or not. Well, speaking of, the verses, Birdman and Tony Braxton allegedly, well, Tony Braxton filed for divorce. I think reading the blog say they were together for over 15 years and married for 30 days and filed for divorce and say she's demanding 160 million allegedly. Don't know if it's true, but if it's true, What kind of shit is that?
Huh.
Foolish stuff. He should have known better.
I don't know
Should have
if y'all
known better.
noticed. I don't know if y'all noticed, but Tony Braxton's sister was up there, you know, feeding that nigga water up there, patting his head with a sweat rag, nigga. So yeah, Tamara, whatever her name, Tamara Braxton. Yeah, she was up there. Tony wasn't there. Is he fucking her?
Shit, I don't know.
Shit happens.
Believe hey, if you watch the Braxton show,
That's wild, man, if that's what's going on. But it definitely seems like it's a payoff or something.
Yeah, shit's crazy, man.
Because it seems like he might not be contesting it from my understanding. He ain't even tripping too much.
If they were smart, they'd do like P. Diddy. Put that shit in mom's name.
Mm. Mm. What up, P? You good over there, man? Brother,
I think he got it. I think he got a turtle head.
nah, man, fucking kids over here, man, shit, man. But
I could have sworn you had a turtle head, country.
nah, man. Well, like I said, we do have like they don't think black fathers are real. We got some sitting right here on this screen, and I will say this: if people just tuning in, these are 4 black males who've been in their kids' life, raising their children, kid or children. You know what I'm saying? So, we're not just some men up here talking BS, law-abiding, tax-paying citizens. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us have crafts, hobbies, some have careers. And we just sit here as a meeting, sharing some knowledge to people, you know what I'm saying? Because I guarantee you, I'm almost certain there's going to be one thing that you take out of this conversation we have that you're going to implement in your life.
Facts, bro.
I don't know if Rose just fell from taking that last shot of that agave, but
no, I'm still here, nigga. The plane's still floating. We still in the air. We good, baby. Don't worry
but
about it.
you know what I'm saying? Hey, real quick, I want to show y'all this, man. It's like a little 20-second thing. Take a quick little break, but don't get caught up in this AI scandal. I showed this already, but just to remind people, AI is real. Y'all may have seen this floating on social media, but just to show y'all, man, ladies, don't let nobody trick you with some AI shit, especially another woman showing you a video of your man, because this shit could be AI.
White shirt.
AI gonna get somebody hurt.
With you? No, this lady. The lady that you were with, you're talking to?
You sure that's me?
Yeah.
That's you.
She was stealing. We're looking for her.
What? What is that?
And she was.
That's like a kiss. Sure as hell ain't me.
That's crazy.
What would y'all do in that situation? Real quick. I'm gonna start with you, Russ. If somebody sent the AI video to your woman of you kissing another woman, like it's totally fake, like what would you do?
Shit, what can you do? But say it's not you, of course. And try to prove like a motherfucker that where were you? I wasn't even at that location. I was somewhere else. But shit, it ain't hope like a motherfucker she believe.
Well, one thing for sure, if everybody carry a cell phone, and your cell phone tracks where you go. So when you show where you are on the cell phone by the GPS, we know GPS don't lie. So that's how you handle that.
I mean, and that's true, man. You don't have to have certain apps on your phone. A lot of people get their emails sent to your phone. If you really go into your Google account and shit, you can see your Google tracks where you go automatically.
Exactly. Cause remember that. Remember I tell you when I had that little incident at the job. That's how they were able to prove where I was. You know what I mean? I was
Yeah,
like, check
because they,
this out.
yeah.
You know, and it was like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a goddamn lie.
Hey, and that's another thing too. I'm glad you said that. A lot of these people working at jobs, man, putting up with bullshit. Y'all gotta, especially the ones who pay a union fee a month. Y'all gotta put y'all unions to work. Y'all gotta stop letting these damn employers, managers push y'all over. Speak up because their bosses don't know what's going on unless they hear from you. So you
Yeah,
can't assume they know what's going on. That's why I say a lot of people got to look at stuff different. Stop looking at stuff as, oh, I don't want to be a rat. How the hell are you working in a job, paying taxes, and they treating you like shit, but you don't want to say nothing because you don't want to be a rat? How does that sound?
right.
Y'all better start speaking up. You know what I'm saying? Stop being afraid to speak your piece. Stop letting these, especially some of y'all older cats, some of y'all cats 50, 60, 70 years old still working, taking fucking orders from a 25-year-old boss that don't know shit. So I say that to say this again. People stand on your guns, stick to your guns. Stick to your guns. Don't fold. Be a man. Be stand up.
Facts. Head up, chin up, 10 toes down, man. Back against the wall. Win against your chest, man. Period. Facts.
That's real talk, man. But like I say, before we, go up out of here, we're gonna go around this, man. Russ, why don't you hit them off with some news they could use?
Oh man, everybody don't have nothing much to say. Y'all just have a good night. Be safe out there. And if you need an attorney in the Texas, Houston area, or in type of personal injury claim, give us a call at Stringfellow Taylor and Associates, 832-742-0700. All right.
Blessings, bro. Blessings, Russ. Yeah.
Shout out to Russ, man. Again, here, y'all check him out.
You're in traffic, you're at a red light, you get an unexpected ass kicking, road rage at its best. You need legal advice and action. Call us now, Stringfellow Taylor and Associates at 888-777-LEGAL.
Yes,
Damn,
sir.
country, that look like you over there socking that guy.
Whoa.
Oh, I don't know what that even means, but yeah, ooh.
Russ
You
said
know
he
what I'm
feeling.
talking about.
Russ said
Shit.
peace.
Hey, Rose, hit them off with some news they could use, man. That ain't me, man.
Hey, man. Just be blessed, man. Stay focused. You know what I mean? It's the end of the year. We wrapping up the end of the year. You ain't got to wait to New Year's to get started with a resolution right now. You know what I mean? Get to it. Everybody got the same 24 hours in a day. Don't worry about what the next man doing. You do you. Stay focused, locked in, and shit. The sky's the limit, man. Peace, love, and hair grease.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. My boy Rose, man. Rose told the man, look, if they don't come and do what they supposed to do,
No more money for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
my boy Don, man, go ahead hit him off with some news, man.
In the words of Hunter P, you don't have to get ready if you stay ready. Real talk, real talk.
Hey, you gotta hit him with that sugar free at the end. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Got him with that free at the end. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I stole that one for me because that's true stuff right there though. As long
Yeah.
as you already ready, I don't care if you getting ready, you got your generators, your solar power, or whatever you need to stay ready and don't have to deal with a lot of shit when that time come. You ain't got to get ready.
I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna keep it. All right.
Go ahead,
Go
Rose.
ahead,
Go
light it
ahead,
up,
man.
light it
Go
up,
ahead.
light
Speak
it
your
up,
mind, man. Go ahead.
I was finna
light
say,
it up, light it
I'm
up.
gonna go camping and shit. This nigga talking about generators and shit down. Well,
Now,
Deacon, we going
now,
camping,
now,
bro?
think about it. Think about it. Now they already said it's inevitable that they're gonna have some blackouts. Now, if you
Mm-hmm.
ain't got no blackout, that means you ain't got no refrigerator. You ain't got if you ain't ready. You ain't got no refrigerator. You ain't got nothing fresh. Now you can go over there and get your squirrels and shit like that, but fuck that. I'm gonna try to be moderate and keep my shit, my refrigerator going, and
Fresh
you know
meat,
my little
squirrel.
shit.
Respect, brother. I hear you, brother. I hear you, brother. I understand. I caught it.
Uh, you know what? I like to eat off nature, but fuck that. You know, like I say, I'm gonna stay ready, and they don't necessarily have to be not like I say a generator. You get plenty of things that are perishable that you don't have to worry about spoiling on you. Whether it's nuts or dried out stuff. It's a lot of stuff you can keep to survive. So,
Mm-hmm.
hence, like he said, you stay ready. You don't have to get ready. Real talk. But some motherfuckers are gonna starve. We know that, don't we?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of motherfuckers gonna starve, like real shit. A lot of people
Exactly.
don't. A lot of people don't believe that shit, man. Uh, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. You gotta really pay attention to shit. That's what's going on, like you said. And that was not me. That was Sugar Free. He said, "If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready," which I quote often. And that's true. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. That can be for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people stay so ready for negativity nowadays. Why don't you prepare yourself for something positive?
Yeah. I feel
I
you
mean,
on.
like real shit. I mean, some people around so many negative motherfuckers. Like I'm telling you right now. Like some people don't even realize they're negative. Some people, like I asked somebody earlier. It was a lady talking shit, and I said, "Do you know the definition of what a misogynist is?"
Mm. Yeah.
And just stood there and looked at her old ass, and she
Mm.
couldn't tell me. But I said, "You got
Wow.
everything. You got
And she's a
everything."
woman. And she's
And,
a woman.
and I said, every I feel every woman who's educated should knows the definition of what a misogynist is. And if you don't, means what? You're not too educated.
Pretty much.
So that's just something I say. And I will say this too: just because you grew up in a bad situation, don't mean that the world is against you. No, it's just how you grew up. You gotta get out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like hell, some crackheads find a rehab and go clean. So why you can't change your thought process?
And you would think every woman knew that country.
We got a late comment from Mitchell Lick One. He said, "How would you guys deal with your girl getting hit raw at a party? Should I forgive her? No, you should not forgive her. You should put her on the blade to make you some income."
Damn it. Damn
Oh, shit.
it. Like that, brother.
This motherfucker right here.
Brother therapy.
Funny
Therapy.
this motherfucker.
No, real talk. I don't encourage. I don't want nobody to get into that. But from what your comment said, let me put that back up there. How would you guys deal with your girl getting hit raw at a party? Should I forgive her?
Where
What y'all say to that?
your balls at, player? Grow you a pair. That shouldn't even be a question, man. Come on, man. Who raised you niggas, man? You ain't have no uncles or nothing around to teach you some game? She gonna bring you something back, Jack. And it ain't a Big Mac, I tell you that much.
That's crazy, man. I mean, shout out to oh,
Yeah.
Mick the Lick one. I'm gonna put that back up there for you, man. Y'all, Mick the Lick one.
Look, it must be a joke. That's why I'm like, no comment on this.
That ain't no joke, man.
There's gotta be a joke.
You must not watch Maury Povich.
That shit there a joke too.
You are not the father.
Yep, that shit's a joke too.
That is wild though. But well, Mick, I will say this. Just, I mean, hey, you do your, I mean, hey, shit, make your best judgment. That's tough. How would you guys deal with your girl getting hit raw at a party? First and foremost, why would you ask us that? Secondly, it's like, that's a question that you answered yourself. Your girl just met some guy and let him raw dog. Not just make intimacy, but bare intimacy with a stranger, I'm assuming.
Mick
And
called his girl doing something slick, and she coming back to make that nigga sick, man. Look.
let me see what he say. Mick said she didn't tell me until 6 months later, and it was only once. Also, it wasn't just a guy; it was two. Yeah, I think you playing now, Mick.
Man, hey,
it gotta be a joke.
It gotta be a joke, or you dated a prostitute, didn't know it.
Oh man, it gotta be a joke.
He's in love with a stripper, you know what I'm
But
saying?
it might not be a joke. You know, some of these broads out here getting tossed around left and right. You know, shit, you'd be surprised.
Nick the Greek, the pennyhole freak.
In the words of my brother Milo, she's a cuck.
That's
I will
funny.
say this, man. Much. I wish you the best of luck, Mick the Lick. I hope that you find somebody that is going to be nice to you and you know add to your life, not take from it. Because it seemed like this lady took from it, and it seemed like she took something from somebody she shouldn't have.
Yeah, that's true, Mick. You better start making wise decisions too, brother.
I want to ask you this question, Mick. You don't have to answer this or not. I mean, I wonder what race of woman was she? I'm pretty sure if this is a joke, he gonna say she was black.
Yeah, shit, I'm sure he gonna say black.
Nick is gonna say, "It was my mom."
Then we would know who he would be.
What's going on here, man?
I didn't say that.
What you say, Mitch from French Lick, huh?
Mick said she was white, they were black, so she got pounded on by two black Hebrews, huh?
Man, I hear my child calling me in some dinner.
Living out of fantasy.
I think Mick messing with us, man. But I mean, hey, I'm not gonna downplay your story, but I'm gonna tell you like this on some real talk, man. The ratio now is probably 27-1. So if this is the one woman that you dwelling on, you better just go drive around the block. You might bump into the next one. 27-1.
Tell him to go to the Blade.
Mick don't seem like he paying, so you better go around the block and see if you can find you a nice lady at that bar, and
you better
get her a rolling rock and see if y'all can see if y'all can have a cold brew and you know.
Oh snap!
Rolling rock.
What'd you say?
Mick said I should drive around and try to pick up women off the street. No, that's not what I'm encouraging to do. But it seems like if this lady is doing stuff like that, she's getting picked up off the streets and coming home messing with you. So you I mean, hell,
you might be out there.
I mean,
Might
Russ
bump
said it.
into her.
Hey, you know what? You know what, Mitch? You might need to keep this number.
You're in traffic, you're at a red light, you get an unexpected ass kicking, road rage at its best. You need legal advice and action. Call us now, Stringfellow Taylor and Associates, 888-777-LEGAL.
Oh man.
Oh,
Be safe.
smart.
Be safe out there. My boy Mick, like real talk, you got to be safe out there, man. Like, I mean, I don't know if it's jokes or not, but I appreciate the comments. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you taking time to come stop through. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe, anybody. But you know, if anybody's in a situation like that, man, honestly, all jokes aside, I'm gonna tell you like this: Don, Russ, Rose, everybody didn't had a positive male or female figure in their life. That one where it could be your mother, father, whatever, whoever it was to you. Just think about what that person would do in a situation like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Just be real. It don't take a rocket science to figure out, damn, do I let somebody continue to fuck me over or do I stay? Like, come on, man. You deserve to be slapped.
Far away from the blade, my brother.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I will never encourage nobody, and I will never encourage women to go out there and solicit their body for money because it is stupid. God gave you a gift to make money off of your knowledge or whatever gift he gave you. You just gotta pay attention, patience, and figure out what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you got men too, if you got to resort to selling beef to a woman, you know, like come on, people say, oh, I could do that. Real talk. Any one of you guys on the stage, if you were single, you know what I'm saying? 80-year-old lady barely walking, talking about she got $700 for you to smack it. You gonna do it?
$700.
Hell no.
No, you gotta come
Well,
on.
you might, Russ, because you
You
close to
gotta
that
come on.
age.
You gotta come on $700.
No, but you get what I'm saying though.
Russ said if she come with the right price, he down. You know what I'm
Look at
saying?
You
Russ
gotta
said
come
maybe
on
if she would have said
$700.
717 or something.
No, hell no. Hell no. Motherfucker say 7 series or something. Shit.
Fuck.
Russ said if the price is right, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh, my boy, what'd you say? Mick the Lick said, I'm gonna finish in her one more time, then break it off. Hey man, come on, Mick.
Whether you walking through hell with gasoline draws on, bro, calm down.
Oh man.
Fix your life, nigga. Go to church on. Make sure you at the church house on Sunday, nigga.
That's some funny shit.
Oh
Mick,
man.
That's some funny shit.
I'm gonna finish off. Well, I mean, just so YouTube restrictions, I don't know what finish in her means, so I don't know what that is.
You know what it means, motherfucker.
I mean, you're an attorney. Why don't you tell me? I'm not clear on what that means.
Oh well, I'm not gonna speculate. Y'all look in fear of violations or any prohibited conversation. So
Hey, well, maybe Don can clarify for us because Don is a clergyman. He's on
oh
file as
man.
clergy, so you can. For y'all don't know, Don is an ordained deacon. He can marry you if he wanted to.
That is correct. That is correct. But
Oh
things
man.
of that nature, I try to stay out of.
They're
Say,
like, hey, how the hell you gonna officiate a wedding with no clothes under your robe?
whoa.
This
Yeah,
motherfucker.
that they're like, are you intoxicated?
Hey Don, hey Russ,
He needs some help, bro.
hey nigga, Roosevelt is finna leave the building, okay? You know what I'm saying? I got some things to tend to. You know what I'm talking about?
Rose said he got to go put in that 6 minutes of pumping.
Nah, I ain't gotta. Nah, she, she ain't here, so I can't do that. I gotta wait till she get back in town. So you know what
Hey
I'm
Oh
Rose,
man.
hey Rose, man, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Look, I know when some your lady getting ready and say I'm ready to go. If you stroke it for more than 2 minutes, you're gonna finish off on your own.
Hey, listen, man. Listen, calm down, man. Come on. Calm down.
What'd you say? What'd you say? E? Roll like, oh, Mr. Winky need a little company.
Man, I'm about to go. I'm going to sleep. I'm
You,
about
hey,
to
man, hey, extra stage left on it. These niggas tripping, man.
yeah, I'm about to leave now.
These niggas,
He
Mr.
said
Winky,
left or
Mr.
what do you
Winky,
say
Mr.
left?
Winky
What do you say
is in the
left or
building. It's time
what
to
do you say?
leave.
What do you say left or right?
hey, what he say? It's time to go. You know what
It's
I'm saying?
Yeah.
hey,
When
but
Mr. Winky come in, it's time to go.
but real talk, man. I appreciate y'all fellas for coming through, for stopping through. It's late evening. I know it's going on midnight down there in Texas. Shit, going on what 11 down there in AZ. You
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying? I'm out here in LA. It's 9:30 something. So you know what I'm saying? A lot of people out there appreciate y'all for tuning in. My boy Mick the Lick. Shout out to you for tuning in. Shout out to DJ Rocky B on TikTok, Texans Nation. We got the Buffalo Bills Thursday. So y'all tune in. It's gonna be a party, man. It's gonna give y'all something to do on a Thursday night, man. That's gonna be an interesting game, man. The number one defense meeting up against a good offense.
Mm-hmm.
So
Look like
David
Allen ain't no joke.
Allen ain't no joke, yeah, but I tell people like this. Allen just had to put up 44 points on the road in Tampa Bay to beat Tampa Bay. Now he has to travel to Houston to play the number one defense.
Yeah.
No. Number one defense is Denver, bro.
The
Number one
number
defense is
one
Denver.
defense
Is
is
Denver.
in
It's
Texas.
Denver. Well,
They got the number one offense.
statistically, Denver got the number one defense. I'm letting you know. Look at it. Look it up.
Hey, yeah, I
They got
mean,
the
well,
number one
I'm gonna
defense.
tell you like this. Jacksonville lost. Jacksonville had 29 points to 10 going into the fourth quarter and lost 36-29. You tell me, is a Denver defense better than one that like that?
I'm going by statistics, bro. That's what I'm going by. I'm going by league statistics. Denver got the number one defense.
Well,
And he hit
statistics always. I mean, yeah, statistics matter, but I'm gonna break it down to you where y'all can relate to it. All right. Why do a younger girl get with a 70-year-old man? It's for money, but she fuck with a 30-year-old because he can fuck better. Because the stats don't lie. Yeah, he gonna take care of me, but he not pleasing me.
statistics.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Oh, all right,
It's
good
time
night.
to go.
Good night.
Let that sink in, man. Hey, this West of the 110, man. I appreciate y'all for stopping through, man. We gonna be back next week, man.
Like I'm in Las Vegas with a bunch of fucking chips. About to breeze right by you, let the motor open up. I'm a 454, y'all niggas souped up. Flow winter like Colorado, know it be cold. I've been having money, niggas, since 10 years old. Nick Froze, not me, I ain't showing what I got. Niggas got some issues, me, I'm pimping parking lots. Everybody